Women's most wanted skincare. I'm Laura Ray. I'm almost 60. This year I will be 60. And just like you, I want my skin to look its best. So I try out a lot of skincare, but there's certain products that I try that I keep around because I really just think they're so great. They might be at a great price point, and I just feel like they're really worth it. So I had some in my collection that when I did my research are products that women want a lot. And I can see why. So I wanted to share my experience with you. Let's start off with one that I've repurchased because I think it's amazing. This is from KRX. It's their Advanced Snail M. Most of you, if you watch Instagram or YouTube, you've seen this around. And the reason people love it so much is it provides so much hydration, yet the product itself is very thin and sinks into the skin quickly. It has great ingredients in it that aren't in a lot of other products of this price point. So it's a snail mucin, and it really just does keep the skin hydrated. If you're oily skinned, this is perfect because it's not going to feel heavy on your skin. If you have very dehydrated or dry skin, I find that an essence like this with a moisturizer on top is just a perfect combination. So when I apply this, I put it on first. If I'm not very dry, like in the summer when my skin here in Florida, we've got so much humidity, I don't need all these heavy moisturizers. But this time of the year, we've had temperatures in the 40s, even the 30s. And so it gets cold some mornings, and I do need that extra hydration. We're running the heater in the house, and that really does dry out the skin. So I will go in with that. And then another one that's so highly loved, and that's the Ro POS Toleran. This is a double repair moisturizer. I find that my sensitive skin loves Ro POS. I just have never had any of their products give me a reaction. This is a beautiful moisturizer. They say they use prebiotic thermal water. And what I like about this, it's another one that moisturizes, but is thin. I can leave it on a few minutes, then go ahead and apply my makeup. It's not going to mess up my makeup. It's just beautiful. I love it on my skin. My skin just drinks it up. It's just amazing. Everything, like I said, from Ro POS, most people who have sensitive skin gravitate towards that line because they offer so many things that are friendly to people with eczema, with rosacea. So as we get older, sometimes these skin conditions pop up. And so this has become a real favorite of mine and also a repurchase. There are those products I try to find a dupe for that I don't want to like because they're on the pricier side of things, but I can't help but like these, and they are well loved, and it's the Tula skincare sticks. Now, I have two of them. I bought this originally. This is a repurchase. I have two of these. It's the Rose Glow and Get It, and this is their newer one. It's a Gold Glow. Now, the reason I like these is not only do they provide hydration, but they also are great highlighters, a very natural highlighter for mature skin. So many highlighters will just make the lines around the eye area look worse, and that's where most of us have our fine lines, is around the eyes, or at least I know I do. But this Rose Glow, look at how beautiful this looks. You put it on the skin, it sinks in. So it is skincare, but it's got this highlighter to it that's just beautiful. And it's so thin, when this goes on your skin, it feels like water going across your face. It just really is so amazing. So for me, it's worth it because this lasts so long. It's giving hydration to my eyes like an eye cream would. It's called a cooling brightening balm. So it does have a little bit, but I don't feel any big peppermint kind of feel or anything irritating. It doesn't irritate my skin. Some highlighters actually will give me a rash or irritate my skin, and this doesn't. Now on the other side, I'm going to put the gold on so you can see the difference. So if you have more of a warmer skin tone, which my skin tone's actually neutral, so either of these is a favorite. I actually prefer, I think, the rose because it's a little bit more brightening. But look at the gold. This is really pretty on the skin. And when I wear this, I don't wear a highlighter. So for me, it's a makeup and skincare all in one. And even though these are pricier, they last a really long time. And I just love the look. Another pricier product I did not want to like is this Summer Fridays balm. It's a lip butter balm. It's sold out all the time on Sephora. I just looked yesterday and every shade was sold out. Today, one shade was available, and it was this one, the vanilla. Actually, it's called Vanilla Beige. So I'm going to take off my lipstick and show you what it looks like. Now, I was saying before I mentioned this, our receptionist at school, I looked and she had this sitting right next to her computer, and she just loves it. So this is vegan. And it's known as a cleaner brand, and it has the applicator like many of us are used to, as slanted, and you just push up, so you don't need to use your fingers. Now, when I first put it on, I didn't think it looked like anything special, but watch in a minute. Once it gets on your lips, look at all the luminosity to it. I think it's just beautiful. It runs around $24, which is, in my opinion, pretty pricey for a lip product, but I think it'll last a long time. Let's see, it has 0.5 ounces in it, 1.5 grams. But for me, because I do have other lip balms and things, I know this will last a long time. But I love the look. I love the fact that it has some color to it. I didn't think the color would show up much. It showed up a little more than I thought. So I like the scent too. It has a very light vanilla scent. It's not overpowering. I'm not a fan of perfume because it irritates my sinuses. But this doesn't, and I think it looks beautiful on the lips. I want to talk about skincare for the feet a little bit because our feet can become very dry in the winter time. I bought these. These are these little socks with the moisturizer in them, and I just really love these. These are great for putting on in the house when your heels are bothering you if you have any dryness. Mine don't get that dry because I always put moisturizer on, but I love the way these feel. The socks are just super soft. So I've become really attached to these. I like to put them on when I'm walking around the house, even in the summer, because they don't have a toe in them. I would just put them up over my heels and wear them around. And that's really when my heels tend to get the driest, is in the summer months, because I'm in sandals all the time. Right now, I'm wearing tennis shoes a lot, and my feet aren't exposed to the cold air, so my heels actually aren't as bad in the winter. I tend to have more issues in the summer. But these socks are just perfect. I can't talk about most wanted products without bringing up CeraVe. This is such a great moisturizer, super affordable. It's just got so many recommendations, and it really helps with the skin barrier. I love this for my legs, arms. If you've never tried it before, it's not super thick, but as you can see, it's not running on my hands or anything. This is perfect. You can use it as a hand cream, body cream. Some people do use it on their face. It's too heavy for my skin. I get very reactive skin if I put any moisturizer on that's too heavy. So I have to use thinner products on my face, but I have heard people say they use it on their face. But this is just such a great moisturizer that I always keep around. I wanted to also add that this is fragrance-free. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. I don't think you can find another moisturizer that's a better value than this one. Let's talk about a product that was a fail for me. I don't even have it anymore because I threw it away. It was just a total waste. And I don't like wasting money, and I don't like people wasting your money. And that's the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firmex Temporary Eye Tightener. Now, I noticed on Amazon that this was one of their most returned products, and it sort of had an alert. I've never once seen that on Amazon. So I wanted to mention it because it's been a while since I tried it. But what happened with this, it's supposed to tighten the under eyes. So I thought, that's great. The little fine lines that I have in my under eyes are going to look smooth. Well, when I put the product on, it turned very white and it just looked horrible. It looked bad under makeup, and that's the main way I wanted to wear it. And a lot of people even said, oh, this works great when you don't wear makeup. Well, I'm going to be wearing makeup, and that's part of it. I wanted that tighter look underneath. It dried out the under eyes. It made my eyes look 20 years older than they are. So it was such a fail for me. I had bought it before at Ulta, and it was on sale, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, and it was just so bad. I sort of wish I had kept it now to show you how bad it looked. Maybe I'll repurchase just so I could show you what a fail it is, but it just didn't work. And so I say, as far as trying to tighten that under eye, the best thing to do that I've seen is just hydration. Just keep the under eyes very hydrated. I love my gua sha tool. That's a great tool to go in the under eye, and that gets that lymphatic fluid going that often will cause the under eyes to look bad. But save your money on the Peter Thomas Roth. So besides the Peter Thomas Roth, everything else I've tried is so worth it, at least to me. I get a lot of good use out of these products, and they bring me some joy because they work so well. I appreciate all of you. Speaking of joy, I look forward to your comments, all of the things that you share with me about products that you're using. So make sure to comment. And I've heard that some people have gotten unsubscribed to YouTube channels over time. So if you just check and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I know so many of you watch every week, and sometimes that's happened to me where all of a sudden a channel I watch all the time, I'm unsubscribed. So if you'll check that out, I really appreciate it. All of the links for everything I spoke about today are in the description of the video. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a blessed week. I'll look forward to seeing you very soon.